Hey budget gardeners, Vita Loca here. Join me today as I show you how to deadhead your snapdragons. So let's go. All of the snapdragon that I have planted here in my landscape were snapdragons that I started from seed. I've made many videos showing you my process for collecting the seeds of snapdragons, how to start snapdragons from seed, and also when and how you would cut back your snapdragons in order to make them bushier. I'll put links to those videos down in the description below. It is the middle of summer, and even though my snapdragons have been blooming beautifully for me, they are starting to go to seed. And what that does is it tells the plant to slow down in blooms and instead put its energy into seed production. I am planning to collect the seeds of my snapdragons later in the season, but we still have much season left and I want my plants to continue blooming for me. So what I'm going to do is bring you in for a closer look and show you my process for deadheading snapdragons. This is an example of what flower buds look like before the plant starts to bloom. So we're not going to touch those. And we have some beautiful blooms happening here. And not only do we have blooms, we also have some more flower buds. And here are some examples of flower buds that have gone by. Again, now the plant thinks it wants to produce seeds, but we don't want the plant to produce seeds. We want it to keep blooming for us. So what we want to do is we want to follow it down to a set of leaves. And it really is up to you which set of leaves you want to follow it down to. It can be this set of leaves right here, but if you wanted to make your plant a little bit bushier and not so leggy, you could bring it down as far as you want, as long as you cut above a set of leaves. And the reason you're cutting above any set of leaves is so you don't have this piece of stalk like this right here. So that's the reason why you would cut above this set of leaves or this set of leaves or anywhere down below. If I wanted to use my snapdragons for cutting arrangements, then I probably would not want to follow it down too far because I would want it to be a nice long piece. But in my case, I'm using my snapdragons out in my landscape. For that reason, I actually don't want them to be very long. So I'm going to follow it down just to a set of leaves, and I'm going to cut. And I'm going to cut way down here because I want my plant to be shorter and bushier. And here's another example. Again, I want my plant to be shorter and bushier, so I'm going to cut down pretty far. And I'm cutting right above a set of leaves. And we have another one here. We're going to cut it way down. So you can see that we made our plant much shorter, and what it's going to do is it's going to send off shoots coming this way as well as the opposite direction this way on each of the areas that we cut, making it a nice, tidy, compact, bushier plant, which is what I'm going for in my yard. I have some really beautiful snapdragons in my landscape, and I'm looking forward to collecting the seeds of them later in the season. I hope you learned something when it came to when, how, and why you would deadhead or prune back your snapdragon plants. Let me know in the comments below if there's a variety of snapdragons that you recommend that I grow in my garden space. And until the next video, make it a great day with gardening.